Good morning, good morning. Come on in and let me know if you're around, if you're on the live. I'd love it if you pop in and let me know where you're joining me from. And likewise, if you're on the replay, then drop me a little hashtag replay. Let me know that you caught this and what you think of the cards and the tapping. And if you're thinking, cards tapping, I don't know what she's talking about, then you might well be new here. And you're very welcome if you are. And I say that because I've been doing the daily tap now. It's in its 8th year. For free. Started on Facebook. Now I'm streaming it as well to LinkedIn, YouTube, and I do it on Instagram as well. And it's a way for me to show as many people as possible how to do basic tapping. So it isn't, I am a clinical EFT trainer, but this is not clinical EFT. It's more affirmational based tapping. However, it will still give you an experience of how the tapping feels in your body, what it feels like, and what you can use it for, right? So in order to do it in a fun, kind of light-hearted way, I actually use cards to guide us. So I'm using the Celtic Spirit Oracle today. I pull a card from a tarot or an oracle or an affirmation deck just to get something to focus on. You do not have to believe in cards to do tapping, and you don't have to believe in tapping in cards for this to work, right? So let's get that out of the way before we get on. So if you're not interested in that side of it, then just take the message for what it is, or just focus on any areas of stress and tension in your body. For those of you who love cards like I do, this is a beautiful deck, and I'm just going to ask it now. What is the message for us today? Live on the replay, whenever we catch this, what do we need to know for our greatest and highest good? Thank you. Ooh, well, this is what we're actually doing. Divination. So it's about guides, Ogham, and tree spirits. Very nice. Is it divination? I think that says, oh, I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look. So it's number 35. Bum, 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 bum. Where are we? Okay, so pronounce Ogham, sorry, Ogham. So this is a sign called Fion's Window. It's beautiful, isn't it? It shows the symbols called Ogham or Ogham, which is an early form of Irish writing, placed around concentric circles. Each of the Ogham letters represent a tree and also forms the Celtic tree calendar. It represents specific energies, much like rune symbols. Each tree has its own wisdom, knowledge. I've frozen. Let me just check if you can see me okay, because I've frozen on here. Can you see me okay? No, it's frozen. Bear with me a second, you guys. Okay, so it looks like you can still hear me because I can see the subtitles coming up. There we go. Video off and on again, usually sorts it. Okay, so stay with me. Each tree has its own wisdom and knowledge to share with us, and therefore makes an amazing divination system, but also a powerful way to advance our spirituality. Trees are here to guide you. It may be time to work with the energies of the Celtic tree calendar and discover a whole new meaning to life. Ooh. Now my laptop is screaming at me. This is interesting. One that may take you on a journey of self-discovery, much like a spiritual pilgrimage. The trees have much wisdom, as we know, but there is so much more we can learn from them. Upon drawing this card, you're being called to work more closely with these energies. They are hazel, apple, and alder. Hazel is known as the tree of knowledge, so you can seek its help when you need insight. Apple shares the month with hazel. It was a prized tree to the Druids for lots of reasons, associated with the fairies and the magical Isle of Avalon, and symbolic of fruitfulness, harvest, and abundance. It also represents a time to make a decision between good or bad things. It also means a time to rest and heal. The alder tree is associated with water and therefore emotions in its feminine aspect, but also offers support and possesses a strong male energy to help with foundations and spiritual protection. So it's a lovely message this morning. How often do you get outside is what this is saying to me. Because connecting with trees, you can do it with intention. You can do it by imagining it in your mind, but there's nothing better than going out and placing your hands flat on a tree or wrapping your arms around it or sitting with your back against it or just being out in the energy of them. I always find it massively reviving. So can you get out into nature today? That's what that's saying to me. But we're going to use what the messages from each of the trees are to tap in a little affirmation. So if you've never done this before, just tap where I tap with 2 fingers, say what I say, see how you feel. and we'll go starting on the eyebrow. So today I draw upon the hazel, apple, and alder. Outside of the eye, I connect with hazel to seek help and insight. Under the eye, to bring in wisdom, creativity, and abundance. Under the nose, tapping into the source of all of that within me. Chin, I tune in to apple to make a decision between good or bad things. Collarbones, and to remind me to rest and heal. Under the arm, I tune into alder as I respect my emotions. Top of the head, creating a strong foundation and spiritual protection. Okay, come to a stop. Take a nice deep breath. So that was divination, and that was connecting with trees. All right, so hazel, apple, and alder were the trees in question today. So let me know how that resonates for you. If you are a tree hugger, a nature lover like me, and you love spending time outside in the trees, then that is your call today to get out there and absorb some tree energy, or even just to do this tap again and tune into the different aspects of those trees that can help you get what you want. So I hope that that was helpful. If it was, please feel free to like it, share it, subscribe wherever you're enjoying this content, because it helps me get the message of tapping out there to more people. And it helps me know that you like what I'm producing content wise. If you want to know more about tapping, because this was more sort of affirmational tapping, but you want more about EFT, then you can always book a chat to talk about the Evolved Energetics Academy, where I train practitioners and then mentor them to become really confident and build a business out of their skill set. That is always open, but it's a fantastic place to be. So I'm happy to chat with you about that. And otherwise, in Inner Smile HQ, because it's Friday, it's also podcast day, right? So a new episode of the podcast has been released today, and that's on resentment. Okay, so I'm going to put all the links in and the bump in the comments so that you can click and have a look. And I also have a new freebie, which is 10 secret switchword mantras for abundance and business success. If you've never heard of switchwords before, it's about time you did. So switchwords were identified by Freud himself and later researched and developed by James T. Mangan in the 60s. And because words carry the energy and the vibration of our emotion and intention, switchwords basically bypass. He identified these words that encapsulate the potency of a certain frequency or vibration of an action or an outcome that you want. And these words bypass the resistance that we find usually at the brainstem. They bypass the subconscious, and they help you to manifest what you want rapidly. Now, combined with tapping, the thing with switch words and manifestation is you have to be in the right vibration to bring it to you, right? Any sniff of lack and it's gone. So the potency of these two together is that tapping naturally returns you to an open, receptive vibration, and then helps you more quickly achieve the frequency and vibration of the switch words that you are using. It is incredibly powerful. Expect more of this from me in the coming. I've been doing it for years myself, but I've just never come out with it. So this is for anyone who wants more abundance, more wealth, more success in business. Drop a heart below where you're enjoying this content, this daily tap, and I will drop the link and you can sign up. It will add you to my email list, but I don't spam people, and you can unsubscribe at any time. All right. So with that, I'm going to leave you to your day. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, whatever it is you're doing. And I'll see you again on Monday on the Daily Tap.